Okay, guys, so I was talking to myself for about 5 to 10 minutes thinking the camera was on. That is so frustrating. But if you have seen my videos before, let's just start with the beginning. I have a Laurel Denise planners that I punched onto discs. It was relatively easy. I know a lot of gals do not like this look, and that's fine, but I really want things on discs because I like my planners all together. And what I was doing is franken planning 1 month of Laurel Denise with several sections on her coil, and that was working fine, but with the other sections that I wanted to add, it was going to be too much for the coil. And you can see, because this is the big expander discs, and it already looks like this, but I've already taken an entire section out because I thought I was filming. So real quickly, we'll go through what's in here, and then we'll talk about what we took out. So the first planner in here, and it's gonna stay the first planner, is the Bible planner. And I write what I read over here, the verse. I write a verse from the reading here, and a thought of the reading here. So this is all Sunday. This is how Laurel Denise horizontal works. It goes all the way across. This is all Monday. So I'll do the Monday's reading verse and the Monday reading thought. Here I usually put people or places that are in the reading, and then over here I just do some study notes of different things I want to remember. I usually decorate this with boxes and florals or something like that. So that's the Bible planner. What I pulled out, which I thought was on camera, is the wellness kind of self-care section that we're gonna go over in a minute because it's already out and we're gonna get it ready. And then we go to my main planner. But I wanted to take that out anyway and put my main planner as my second planner. In my main planner, this monthly is gonna be all Maine birthdays, anniversaries, appointments, all on here on the monthly. And that's the one thing I love about Laurel Denise is you can see the monthly at all times. So you don't have to flip back. I just really don't flip back. I'm gonna make an effort in a couple of these planners, but anything Maine that if I miss it, it's like a big no-no. It's gonna be here. So I don't have like forgotten birthdays or anniversaries or something horribly embarrassing and rude to not remember. Or appointments missed too, which has also happened because it's been on the main monthly. So my monthlies in my Plum paper are probably going to be like, I am going to make an effort to use, but it's not going to be something that if I don't turn back to it, I'm going to miss something important. So for my main planner, I do have this Plum paper. This cover is really pretty for definitely January. I think we'll probably change it out in February. This is a Plum paper cover. And then I have the daily planner in here that I'm going to be using for work, but also for time blocking. So time blocking, what I've been doing right now, I haven't been time blocking for like 2.5 months. And I time block on and off, but when I time block, I'm so much more productive because I know that within a certain time, I'm supposed to be cleaning. Like I have, not supposed to be, but like I've chosen to put cleaning on a certain time. So then I'll go to my cleaning planner and I'll mark things off because, oh, I'm cleaning until whatever, 11, let's say. Then 11, I can start work or whatever it is. That's not the exact schedule that I would keep, but I'm just using that as an example. So right now I'm just like, oh, it's 11. What should I do? I don't know. Let's look at my list. I am more productive when I time block. This next planner is the Passionate Penny Pincher planner. If you guys are familiar with this, this is also called the Home Planner. And I did uncoil it as well and punch it onto discs. We have the morning section of the little tasks, evening section. And I know this looks intimidating, but a lot of these things you will do in the morning anyway, a lot of people, and you might switch it morning, evening, you might have different routines, but a lot of these things are done every day anyway. I find that I get to check a lot of these off every day anyway without a lot of effort. And then some things, take a little more effort to complete and mark off. But I got a really good routine at the beginning of December doing all of this, but the end of December is busy, so I fell off a little. But here we're starting fresh in January with the morning routines, and then you have daily tasks that she puts down there. Obviously these are suggestions, and these are suggestions. Nothing has to be done. It's just whatever you want to do. But if you do them all, your home will be clean. So I really do like the effort that she put in to kind of get this ready for us. So this is a Passionate Penny Pincher. I chose the colorful one for January. I do also have the neutral that I might, flip in and out throughout the year, but I do like the colorful one. And that is my main planner. 3 sections. So did I say this? Homeschool for the kids, yeah. Where I put their lessons and just list on Sundays and Saturdays when they don't have school of things that they can do. And then I have a main section back here which I'm thinking of bullet journaling in. So that's the main section. We're gonna pop the wellness section back in here. before this next planner, which is just a journaling planner. And it literally is just sections to journal for the day. So I have a section here where I'm gonna write whatever's going on with the kids, like anything exciting happened for them, or played some sports outside, went to the park, whatever they did. That'll go in there. There's gonna be like relationships or like maybe emotions here. I want it to be small. It's gonna be a quick reflection. It will be a quick reflection for relationships. In this next section, this is a plum paper cover. Again, it's not as wintry as I'd like it to be. I mean, I can kind of see it was in the winter section for the seasonal covers. I see the winter look, but this actually kind of looks fall with the mustard, but it is really pretty, right? It kind of looks like cherry blossoms there. I'm not sure, but they're really pretty. So I grabbed some Happy Planner perpetual calendar sections, and I just want to do a thankful thing every day. So this is going to be kind of like my personal reflection and review my day, thought dump, journaling. I don't want a full journal. I just feel like that's too much pressure, even though I have several sections of a journal. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not sure what I'm going to use these for. Maybe nothing. Not for birthdays, not for events, so I might use these as something else, like things that are bothering me, things I want to, you know, write more about, type of thing. And then I have my overall reflection of the day here, and I'm thinking for this monthly to do like a personal reflection of the day, like I felt, I don't know, sad today, or, which I don't really feel sad, but just anything a little more personal in here. Like even if I'm frustrated with my husband, like anything like that could be in here for the more emotional, personal side. And then this section is the horizontal plum paper. I got this one without lines. I explained it in another video. When it had the lines in it, just looked really busy, but now it has no lines. My messy handwriting is gonna be horrible in here, but this is just gonna be like an overview of the day. More of like what I did, things I thought were good, that don't have to do with the kids or relationships or too emotional. It's just gonna be kind of like an overview of the day. I have this other little note section too, so we'll see what I'm gonna do with that. So a lot of room to write. Some days I do like to write a little more, and then I will either put a box or draw a line, write the date, and just finish a thought if I didn't have enough. That happened a lot in October. I didn't use this page in November or December. And in that case, I might again bullet journal. So then back here we have a dashboard and a sticky dashboard that I made. So that tells you basically everything that's in my planner except what we're gonna get ready now, which I did go over when the camera was turned off, so that was very helpful. But let's kind of piece this back together because I was pulling it out. I do have this in previous videos, so if you saw my planner lineup or even my previous video when I'm just kind of talking about my planner lineup, you will have seen this section. But this is kind of like the self-care me section. So I love this New Year, New You. I decorated this as like a divider from Cutting Up Happy Planner dividers from the Big Happy Planner. It's what I have. I don't have craft paper. And the truth is, I'm going to peel this apart because I just have these tape pieces there. I guess I only had one. That was really nice. Okay, so peel that apart. And I do want to make a name page here. I guess because I had all the paper clips and the magnet. Oops, and I just ripped that. Darn it. I thought it wouldn't rip. I think when I do the tape in the future, I'm just going to roll it a little more on my hand. So we'll use that piece in a moment. But I'm going to put my name on this one. So I did get some stickers here. Now this says this book belongs to, and if found, please contact. I'm definitely gonna white this second one out. I think I'm gonna white them both out, and I'm gonna tell you why. I want my name to be kind of centered under the box here. Not really worried about the light line. You see the whiteout doesn't look great. Yeah, it does not look great. And I'm gonna put my name on here. So I have these really pretty stickers. These are from a Happy Planner sticker book. So let's actually do the center first. So M and B are the center. I learned this in my crafting days. If you're spelling something with stickers, that you want to look, you know, centered on the craft, you really need to do the two. If there's a center letter, that's really nice. But I have two center letters, so I'm gonna do M. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm probably not gonna look at this page very often, if ever, again. But it is like my front planner page. And this is pretty cute. So I'm using them, these are pretty big letters. I'm using these because this is a relatively big planner. And I'm like, where else am I gonna use these letters in the planner? In my planners. But I do have large Laurel Denise planners this year. So I think it's gonna work out nicely. It's pretty cute, I like that. Okay, I might decorate this a little more later. We'll see. I'm gonna set this page aside. Now in here you have like goals and things to remember section. So this Laurel Denise planner is obviously made to be your main planner, but I'm going to use this only for wellness goals and things to remember. I might do like cute little inspirational quotes. We're gonna do this spread in a different video. So let's get to this section. Okay, so we have a project. What do we have here? I'm going to tell you something I was considering. So let's look at this real quickly. I'm kind of not loving how these look. I mean, they're fine. I'm not going to do this every time, I'm sure. But for the 1st of January, like the first time I'm using this, what if I washi the edge here? So again, I uncoiled this. It had the squares. And I punched it with a Happy Planner punch. So I want something kind of, has to be wide enough, but still somewhat neutral. And I don't have a ton of washi. I mean, I do have a lot. It's like, this is all of my washi. What am I thinking could work? That would not just be seasonal, you know, that could work for all the seasons. I think I'm gonna use this. It is kind of florally, so it's kind of like spring, but it's okay. I like that well enough. This is Simply Gilded washi, and I don't even know where to get Simply Gilded washi. This was in a set that I bought off of Mercari a while back. Do I like that one, or I don't think that one's wide enough, but I kind of like this one better. It's not Simply Gilded, it's, I think this is Mr. Pen washi. Pretty sure it's not labeled. I'm gonna try this one instead. I just like the colors a little better, and all I'm gonna do is line it up on the edge of where the coil used to be. And it has a lot of colors in here, so I think this could work for a lot of seasons. It's not really fall though. We'll worry about that when we get there. And I am gonna just pull it across, pull it down and fold it, and then roll it down the next side. I could have done this to begin with. I think I already have February punched. I know I already have February punched. I might not have March punched, and if I don't, what do I do with my scissors? If I don't have March punched, I might do this first before March. You know, it's fine. And I think it's cute enough for sure. So the reason it has to be all season, because this is the name page, and then this is like the goal page. Although for the first 6 months, this can be covered up. We don't need it. So I don't need to make goals for the whole year probably. I think they're probably gonna change throughout the year, I hope, because I hope some of them are achieved. So I'm just putting it on again, flipping it over and rolling it back down the other side. Yeah, I think this was a good choice. It's pretty. Still my scissors. I'm gonna have to find them. Oddly, I think they're on the piano. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? All right, and then I do like to usually do the first week, but I'm only gonna do the first side to match. And then the second week, when I get to that, we'll just punch it again. So we'll just, you know, put the new color over here and punch it again for the second week. And then we do need the back page as well. And so I call this, these are all like inserts, and these inserts are, I have a Plum paper insert and another Laurel Denise insert in this little section, which was in my last video, but I'll show you again in a second. But we need to get this back page. So I call these a Laurel Denise wrap. It's where I put a Laurel Denise planner as the main outside planner, and then I have sections inside of it. Oh, I'm glad I had enough of this. Okay. I'm gonna go grab my scissors. Okay, so I did start talking about this before. I had a Laurel Denise planner that I started using in July. First I had 3 separate ones because they were on clearance. And I just kept them in their own coil and binding and just kind of flipped around. Grabbed one, wrote in it, grabbed the other, wrote in it. It was driving me crazy. I know a lot of gals do that and they like it. I can't, it doesn't work for me. I wanted to just be all in one planner. So then I put the 3 coil planners together on one coil by clipping out the pages. And that's all on my channel if you want to know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to center this and punch. This is a Happy Planner punch, 9 hole. If you have the 11 hole, you're still just going to center it in between the 9 hole. And this is what I did to begin with before I put washi on and when I was first punching it on. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. Now you can't see those holes. The holes don't bother me overall. I don't know, maybe they do a little. We'll see. I'm sure if this is what I have to do for the rest of the year, they'll stop bothering me. Because this is a little more effort. I took the bottom of the punch off, so now all the little punch parts. Go everywhere. It's okay. And the last one. Okay. That's pretty cute. Now the thing is, I am wanting to use kind of some winter stickers for the first week and also for this whole January monthly here. But look how cute this is going to look for February too. Although I'm eventually going to run out of that washi, aren't I? Maybe I'll use it only on one side of February. Like, I'll show you. I can use it on this side for February. I probably have enough for that. And then for March, I'll change it to a different washi. That's what I'm thinking right now. Okay, so that is done. The next step that we are going to do is, I guess, kind of get it decorated. And like I said, for January. And I have this type of content for Laurel Denise on the channel where I'm just kind of getting the monthly ready by decorating with some cute stickers. Now this lined vertical is going to be a project planner, so let me see what stickers for the weekly. What do we have left in winter? Maybe nothing. I like that. So my favorite stickers are Wrong stickers. They're hand-drawn stickers. They can be pricier, but you can find them on Amazon at really, really good deals. So what's left in winter is just these Also 3, this one gal. I think we're mostly going to do this page, and then we'll use some of the boxes over here. Oh no, we're going to make this into a sectioned off 4 section. Why 4? Maybe I'll do 3. Because it breaks pretty evenly into 3 since this line is already here. Sometimes I have used whiteout on this line and then just made it into like 4 sections, but I think we'll do 3 this time. All right, so that's gonna be in a second. Let's work on this weekly, and then for the side pages, I think we'll bring in this because it still has some blue, and I think it'll match okay. So just this. And let it snow. Now, projects. What I did before, and I'll do it now just so I can kind of give myself an idea and I don't forget what I'm trying to do. Let's count 2. So 30. Let's just divide it by 5 sections. And then it'll be 6 each. So I'm going to do a 1. Did I do 6? 2. No, I didn't do 6. 2, 4. Yeah. 6. A 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this is nothing nice and neat. I'm just writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be like one thing to do for the day. That way I can write kind of, you know, drop down and write kind of big, you know, second thing for the day type of thing. All right, and I'm gonna put her, I guess, on Monday. And let's put her with, what do we have here? Oh, we got some cute boxes here. Look how cute this polka dot box is. That is one thing about Wrong. Her boxes are the cutest boxes. You will see. Okay. Okay. That's there. It doesn't totally coordinate with these florals, huh? That's okay. I don't need perfection, thankfully. I would not get it. And then I think I don't really want to use the gray on the gray. What color? We'll use this blue, and then I'll bring in the blue from her, and it's just a cute little baby deer. So for these little spreads, I put 2 to 3 stickers per page. This is kind of a lot that I'm doing now. I think I want to horizontal it. And I just like to have decoration on the page. It doesn't have to be anything crazy and special. I just want it to look kind of cute. I think I want him just to be over, actually. Oops, and I just ripped him. So never mind. You can say there. Now, if I had like snowflakes or something, I would put it on there, but I don't. So let's do maybe like these instead. You can do like a reminder. Up here. Oops, let's switch those. Okay, we'll do important up here. I'll make it go half into the other, you know, over the line, kind of point kind of pointing at the line. Then, reminder over here. So that's about it. I probably would want some little things up here, but we don't have them here. So I'm going to check my next book. Just dropping things. This book and see if there's something that wouldn't look too weird to have on there. And I'm sure there's plenty that we could put in there, honestly. But this is what I was talking about with washi. If you did all the washi ahead of time, I've said this in a previous video. Well, maybe just a little quote. We'll do snuggle weather. Maybe let's get cozy there. Let's get cozy. And hello. Snuggle weather. Good enough. So something like that. It's definitely not perfect. And again, so the washi is what I was talking about. If you did all the washi for all the pages for the year to hide the coil section, you would probably have to go really neutral and have a lot of that washi, because you can see how it doesn't really match at all. It's kind of like an old Happy Planner when I had really cute color in the middle. I actually like it, and I don't even pay attention to it when those planners, I mean, I don't let it bother me. But if you're more particular, you may not like it to have this. So you would pick something more neutral. But I think the blue is cute with the blue, and I think it's fine. So I do want some things over here on the monthly. There's some decoration, not a ton. You know what? Let's go back to this one. I think we can do like this little cocoa somewhere, and then maybe this box and these two boxes, and then we'll get some decoration from this other sticker book. A lot of times you can use only one sticker book, but sometimes when you're running out of stickers for the sticker book, you're gonna have to incorporate a couple more. So I'm using the boxes basically as decoration here and adding a little color. This is one thing that I have missed about this large Laurel Denise. You can fit these boxes in here. You know, I mean, look at that. Amazing. Okay, yeah, that's super nice. You forget about it. Now I could have made that so it only covered one number. This little gray box. I kind of want more color, but maybe I'll put a decoration on it. I'll stick there. Okay, so the weekly's done, and this we're not going to do until next week. Now we're working on these outside pages, here and here. So I really want to kind of go with the tone that I started over here, and I know I can with this. This particular section is, oh, let's get that done first. This is projects. So we're gonna get a skinny washi and separate, or maybe we just draw a line with pencil. That could work. Oops. Really, I did that. Okay. This one's definitely bigger. It's actually way too big, so let's do that again. When you're doing something like this, you can obviously count and measure. I don't know why I don't. I'm a kook. So that's good enough for me. So I have my 3 sections for projects. I grabbed the washi out because sometimes I use thin washi for that. Okay, so I want a gal who kind of looks like she's ready. And look, I know, she's in her pajamas, but those hands on the hips, she's gonna go do something, right? She's like, let's get some stuff done. Cute. And then this gal here. I love that. Her face is like literally in a book. How fun is that? And we need one more. I think I'm gonna do this gal. She has Netflix and popcorn here, and this is what I end up doing sometimes when I should be doing projects. Not Netflix, but watching a few shows. Okay, so I like to have one sticker in each section, and sometimes I put a box, but I think I'm actually gonna leave it. But what I will do is just kind of do a couple little like decoration pieces to make it look cute. Cuter. Okay, I don't love this placement. Let me try to move it over a little. But I think it started to rip, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I don't know. It should be touching probably. But that is fine. Okay. So just really simple decoration. And then we're going to decide our projects as well. And here I just want a couple little things that are cute. I usually put something over this big one. It's just kind of dark. Oh yeah, look at this. This is pretty. It's just like a window scene, and there's books and the sun coming through on the windowsill. Little pillow. It's like a window reading nook. Love it. That is beautiful for here. Okay, and then it still says January 2026. And we will do a couple more stickers. Nothing too crazy, but let's do, this is called Frozen in Time, The Long Winter and Bundled Up. Little books. Stack is cute. Put that over here. Maybe like 2 more little stickers to put on here. Put some stockings, some warm socks over here. And then one thing up here. let's do the blue snowflake. That's almost perfect. Okay. So again, just kind of a really light decoration on the monthly over here. So light decoration on this section over here. I know it looks like she's floating, but it's okay. All right, so now for our actual topics. Oh, look, I have some things back here. I don't remember that. What, I have 3? I'll have to remember that next time. Okay, I guess not really color boxes that I want. I mean, these boxes are so cute. She has like cable knit sweater boxes. I just want to go with blue. There's a lot of them. Just maybe different shades. We'll go with this dark one again. It's a slightly different shade. I don't know if you can see that on camera. All right, so we'll start with this one. I'm just gonna put it under her. Or I guess, you know what, we could put it up here. We'll put it up here. And then we're gonna do light, and we'll put it down here by her. Maybe we'll connect this like this because I didn't like how that looked. Okay. Now I'm going to think about so one definitely has to be outside, and I'm going to put it with her, even though she has her slippers on. Sometimes I go outside in my slippers. And I'll use it with my erasable ink. So we have projects outside, and then we will say the master bedroom, or we'll just say master, and I'll say bed and bath. So if you haven't seen my channel before, we were gonna move, and so I was getting everything kind of staged and ready. In the end, I kind of started just moving things around to have like one room ready, and then that's kind of, you know, what I need to work on. So the master bedroom has some of the things that when people were coming to visit, I would just put in the master bedroom to get it out of the way. Some of the things I was sorting, so I have to finish that. Outside has quite a bit to do now that it's cooler, some things that we can do. And then what's the last one? You know, I'm gonna say the living room, and only because it's so close to being done that maybe it'll be encouraging to have one finished. And I basically decluttered and went through all my books. Now I have to kind of redecorate the bookshelves, how they need to look. And then there's something I gotta figure out what I do around the fireplace. We actually have a wood burning stove to figure out what to do around there to make it look nice. So just a couple things. So that's projects are living room, outside, and master bed and bath. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's just like a lot of little things to figure out. Do I hang art? Do I change the curtains? Yeah, things like that. Just in case, you know, we do put the house for sale, which I don't know. I don't really want to move anymore. But I think we might end up doing it anyway. So yeah, so that's the first part, project planner. So I have room on every day to write. It looks like 3 is a little tight on this day, but I could write on the sticker, but also, you know, there may not be 5 things I do every day. So it's okay if maybe I miss one because the sticker's in the way. We'll see, especially since that's coming up in a couple days. We'll see how much I'm ready to get started. But yeah, that's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I'm gonna set that aside. So next we have, so I have all these project weeklies left that I will do closer to the week. And now we have the actual how cute is this? My wellness planner. And I'm going to use the same style of stickers, but I think they had smaller ones. Don't they? Oh yeah. It's only one page. Was that it? We still use it. How many will we get, huh? 2 names out of that? 3 maybe. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to use these until they're gone because I don't want to just have random stickers. There still will be random stickers. Okay, again, we're going to do the middle letters first, the M and the B. So I do just want to say this is going to be a pretty long video because we have several sections to each planner that we're kind of getting set up. But not as long as if I had to actually decorate all of these, which I'm not going to do. Alright, so I did this as a weights and measurements. And so the bottom 4 rows are going to be measurements. And the reason I did this, I explained in my other video, although who knows if the camera was on, now I'm questioning. I just want to keep a reality check. And you know how you say, don't get on the stick scale, it's only discouraging. Well, I mean, you kind of have to gauge if anything's working. I know it may not work right away, but measuring as well will work. So I'm going to put measurements, let's see. We definitely, so we should do what? Chest, waist, obviously, arms, which is like upper arms, thigh, let's scoot thigh over, and I guess hips. Messed that up. Anything else? Okay, so this is my first. We'll see if I actually end up measuring anything else. Okay. And then weigh-in. This is what I was gonna do for the weigh-in. Maybe like every other day. So let's do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, you get the point. Okay, and then I'll say start and finish. Even though those are on there, I can have them together. So I'm really measuring every other day. And again, I'm weighing. And I know it's not the best idea, but I mean, something should kind of give a little by the end of the month if I'm working hard. If not, maybe by March, maybe the first quarter, I'm really hoping. So this is what I'm planning to use this for. And it's nothing special. I may come back in here and put like a couple little cute stickers, but it's not anything I'm working on right now. Now, goals for wellness. I guess I'm gonna have to come back and do it because I don't have that prepared. But it's definitely gonna have things to do with sleeping, more movement, a lot more self-care. My hands, my feet, everything, my back, my hip, everything that aches. So self-care will be some of that type of thing. And this divider is kind of plain. So I think I want to put a couple. The thing is, I could reuse it if I don't write on there. So I may not. I may make this a divider for future too. But let's put a couple stickers on here. So it's kind of plain. Okay. I like this idea. Let's see if it pans out the way I want it to. I'm thinking like she could actually look out the window, right? Oh, I could have just grabbed one of these gals in front of the window. Let's do her. Not to put this gal back. Yeah, that's cute. Not, oh, maybe I need a paper sticker. I wonder if that's gonna come off. What do we have in the paper sticker collection? This gal, okay. We'll put her. Darn it, and now we have to put her back somewhere before I lose her. Where does she come from? Yeah, right here. It's not gonna be easy to put it back, but we're gonna put it back as best we can. We might even use her in a minute, so it could be okay. Yeah, she's a little off. And this gal, I really hope we can get her off without ripping, but I don't know. Come on, you can do it. I think I'm going to put her in this corner for January, the zipper corner, because we have the floral down there. That way I don't have to fight her back onto the page, but I also don't get her stuck on the page. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, and then we're going to go with that. What I was saying, this sticker here. Let me just make sure that's the biggest sticker. I don't really want a box, so I want a double sticker like that. Is that the only one? Yep, I think so. A lot of cute stickers in here. Oh, I'm just gonna put her down here like this. I think that's cute. I could do some snowflakes if I had them, just like cascading down, but I don't. Okay, and then this was kind of an accident, but it looks cute. And then the weeklies. So for the monthly, and I'm gonna put a Post-it on here. I'm just gonna put workout and self-care done, like what I actually do at the end of the day. Workout done, and then self-care. Not what I want to do. I want a monthly look at like what I actually did. So that's gonna be that. And here, this one's gonna be fun. So this is the idea for the first week. So I'm gonna put the rest of the month aside. I don't know why I grabbed it all out, gals. It's kind of a kook. Okay. What colors do I want to use? I need to probably do a color swatch of my markers because every time I use them, I kind of have to check what is what. I have a paper. Yeah, I'll use this random paper. I only have one set of highlighters, so I kind of thought like, why bother with a color swatch? But actually those three look really nice together. So does that. I like it. I'm feeling this one's gonna be a little bright. Yeah, a little too bright. So we'll do those 4. Is that what I have? 4? Perfect. But I think I'll do them in different order. We'll do this blue first. Okay. So what I'm doing here is this top one. Oh, I forgot to. I do have to redate. So this top one. I'm just going 2 across here. This is gonna be kind of sloppy, but I'm not super worried about it, how it looks, you know. And then we will do it. I'm just gonna go across here for, this is gonna be Friday. We'll make Friday a lot more cramped. And Saturday, am I gonna track it? Yeah, I probably still will. So we'll do one for Saturday too. I'll probably only mostly track on Saturday, not, you know, I obviously won't work out. Okay, so there's the first one. Now I want to do this light green. We'll write what this is real quickly before I forget. So this is steps. Steps. So every day I'm just gonna go across and write in my steps in this blue. Second one is going to be vitamins. And this is more like a, is that next? Yeah, vitamins. This is just more if I took it. I could always write like what I take. I have like a multivitamin, but I have herbs in two that I could take. Collagen's a good idea. And I'm gonna put this one, I'm gonna put it a little higher here for Friday. I'm trying to think. Well, yeah, we'll just do right under. I don't know. And here's Saturday. Okay, so this one is vitamin. And I might actually write which vitamins I am using or took, like multi or any of the herbs. Next is coffee, and I'm gonna make that gray. Now I don't need the whole line across, that's not gray. I don't really need the whole line across for this, but I kind of like how it looked. I'll show you in my mini. Let me fill it in a little more. We'll do a gray line here. Okay, this will be coffee. And I just put a tally mark of how many coffees I have per day. And the last one is this nice green. So these are mild liners. What are these? I'll look in a second. Zebra mild liners. I didn't check to see if they were going to go through. I know Plum paper has been noted for having good paper. I just didn't know how good. And this one I should have put at the bottom. I'm going to put this one at the bottom because it's bedtime. So this is going to be bedtime here first, and this is going to be hours. So I'll just write what time I go to bed, how many hours I slept there. All right, so I will rewrite it on this side because sometimes I have my planner flipped, at least until I get to know what everything is. Alright, because it has the florals, I'm not even going to decorate it. But I think I am going to put some cute things on the monthly. Let's just do about 4 little decorations per page, but leave enough room in the squares to write something. Some cozy slippers. Some cute little socks, so 3 each page. I might put a little washi on the top here. The snowflakes are so cute. They are perfect. So we will cut this about in half. If I can find what I did with my scissors. Actually, maybe not quite half. Now for these little boxes, I'm probably just going to do the top, the workout, and the bottom self-care. So that's about it. Now for things I want to track, I'm thinking like a motivational quote or verse up here for every week. Okay, so we still have the goals planner to finish up and get started. And let's get this put back in the planner and then we'll work on this. So first we have Bible, then we wanted to have Maine. And then we're going to pop in these pages. So we have our divider. Now I think I'm going to have to put something over here just to cover that. We'll figure that out later. We have our name page. I have some cardstock somewhere, and that we'll go over there because that's kind of a shame. But here's our name page. Here is our special dates page. And we're going to figure out some goals for this later. First week using this washi here. And then this is the back page. We'll pop in all these weeklies that are just empty for later when we decorate those. And then let's get the wellness pages back in. So we have the wellness front cover. Name page. We went ahead and wrote in the dates for the measurements and what I'm measuring there. Did not put wellness goals yet. We'll work on that. And just a little cute side sticker there. I'm probably not going to decorate this every month, this note page, but I put that on there just because I had pulled it off and I didn't want to try to fit it back on the page, but it's a really cute way to start off January, so I like that. So we have a really quick, light decoration on the monthly. No decoration on the weekly, just practical. So we'll come in and fill out. I'll probably do a verse this month or this week, and I'll fill out my trackers later, and then we'll do that weekly, just something very similar like that to this, where I'm tracking all my steps on the top, vitamins here, coffee here, bedtime and hours. So that does cover a lot of tracking down here. So we'll see what else we can put here. We can even get to like really easy stuff, like did I do maybe 50 squats for the whole week or something like that. Here's the back page, and we will have the back cover as well. Now all we have to do, let's get some bookmarks back in. For projects. Wellness. This is separation here between the Wellness Plum Paper Planner and the Laurel Denise Goals Planner. And then I have this just in case I need it. A little check it off. Okay, and then we will put the next planner in when we finish it. This is the Laurel Denise Small Scout that we're going to set up now. Okay, for the Mini Scout, so we're going to have 4 goal sections per month. Let's figure those out. And I want to see if I have any stickers that are boxes that will work well enough in here. Okay, let's see. So it looks like your wrong box stickers will fit in the width, but they're obviously too tall. So I'm gonna kind of, center it better. Let's put this one in the second one. I'm gonna go a little higher up to the trackers and put it down. And then we will trim off the bottom. Let's have a snow day. We will also put in the middle under the trackers. So I was using the large Scout previously for my wellness, not just for goals, just for all wellness. And I used to put washi around these boxes just to kind of make it look like they had a cute decorative box. So just know that's an option too. These are gonna be really butted up against each other, but I don't know. I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna take the bottom of this and maybe just the top of it on the other side. We'll see how that looks. So I just folded the sticker under the tracker there so I know where to cut. And pull it up slightly and cut. You know, it's okay. And I did hang it off the bottom a little. And they're slightly crooked. Now, another thing I could do is put these on there, cut them and kind of paste them back together to make them smaller. So that's an option. Okay, so I think it's too similar. Well, I think we'll just use this other piece that we have out already, even though it doesn't have a decoration, and we can add maybe a decoration to it. Okay, so cute little boxes down there. And then what can we add? Okay, so let me think about my topics and find my pen. So I'm going to put work here as last. And I think I'm going to put it down here. So I'm going to do work. Maybe we'll do them all a little at the bottom. Obviously, we do want home. We will do wellness. And let's see, family. All right, so wellness, family, home, and work. Those are the goals I'm going to focus on this month. So let's write a few for wellness. Okay, so that's super sloppy, but so those are my things. Wellness, family, home, and work. And then like always, I may have already said it in this video, but it's been a while since I started recording again, and that is that my husband's going to be loud in the background. I know, it's super surprising. Okay, if you see my channel, you probably know the sound of his voice pretty well, at least in the background. Okay, so I think I'm gonna grab some boxes and just give, I don't always do this particular thing. I think I'm gonna give each category a box on these planning pages. So there's 4, and then maybe an extra, you know, somewhere. I want to see how they fit. And this just gives me a cute area to write in. This is probably not going to fit. But this is a good check for a Scout Mini Small for you gals to see what's going to fit. Okay, so this is a wrong multiple box one, and it is going to fit on here. It's going to be close, okay? I am not going to put it in the punch area. Maybe I'll center this one, and it can be like the first, you know, first thoughts. But look, it does fit on there, and it has room. I mean, that's really cute. We could put a couple things around if we wanted to. So that's my first box. I don't know if I'll do these directly, or maybe I can put something else, a quote, a Bible verse, anything in there to motivate myself, or I could use it as one of the four, because now we have these two sections. What else do I want? I don't think this one, that one will definitely not fit. I can kind of show you this box for this. It's really close actually. If you look, that's pretty crazy. I would just have to cut off a tiny bit of the tree if I wanted to use that sticker. Do you guys see how much is hanging out? Barely. So that's actually not bad. That's kind of fun. Should I do it? And I could put it up here actually, and then I won't even have to cut it off because it'll go up into the calendar a little. You know, just like a tiny bit. So I would have had to just cut off that little tiny bit. That's cute. That's really pretty. So what do I have? I have two scenes, don't I? So maybe I stay with boxes. Well, no, I like to add my girls, so hold on. A box with a girl. Let me see what other one I'm gonna put this one back because it's not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe these two gals, right? Or that first one. Hold on. So anyway, what I'm doing is just giving myself, oh, it's the same gal. But I do kind of like this one. And we'll find one more, maybe a pink. If we have one, a bigger pink would be nice. Seems like I've been using them. Maybe we could do this gal. Too many stickers on my fingers. Like, what am I doing? I'm gonna get one of them caught. Let me put her down. Kind of by the punch. Whoop. And then we'll put her kind of up here. Now you don't have to put boxes to separate. This is dot grid, so you really can just use the dot grid. You can add washi to give yourself little sections. You can add pencil, highlighter, whatever. I think that one's crooked. We're gonna deal with that in a second. She's the same gal, we just said that. Okay, so I'm gonna put these back, maybe. Okay. I think we can get away with this blush over here. Box Clusterland here. No. So now I have a bunch of boxes that I'm just holding. I'm gonna pull off the backing from this page here. And I like to do that so I don't have to line up the boxes back. I can just stick all these stickers back on. I kind of made a mess of stickers on my hand. Let's pull it up for a second. We'll set these down. So this little piece can scoot over. Yeah. So this is a good way to put things back if you grab too much and you don't want to line them up carefully. And I don't, wow, I say it's a good thing and then I rip that. But I don't do great at lining them up carefully. I almost always catch the edge. All right, I'm gonna go back through. I might move her over here because I really want a pink over there. And she was crooked anyway. Okay, so I was explaining. I just tried to get some cute boxes on here to give me places to write. And just cute little spots to write some of my goals in. And we're not gonna fill all this out today, but when I do, I'll show you guys. I feel like we need something here, right? Yeah. I'll just put this here. So I know I do go overboard with stickers, probably a lot. Probably a lot. I go overboard with stickers. And I'm just trying to get cute things on the page. So I like the way stickers look in planners, so it's kind of like my go-to. Put some stickers on here. Let me see if there's a circle in this color. Ah, perfect. All right, so then it's just like fun little sections to write in. Okay. So this is a little busy. I like it though, I think it's cute. The stickers make it really easy to be cute. And now we have this, which looks a little plain. So let's put just some kind of decoration. Or a gal or something. We kind of went with like a skating theme. So I think I can just put some, you know, ski icons and stuff in here. Some little boots up here. This is pretty small. And then just like a little ski set there. Okay. Now, what is gonna happen on these little sections? So let's just take like declutter, for instance. I can put declutter here, and then I will put maybe the rooms or maybe items I want to declutter, like if it's gonna be books or if it's gonna be candles or, you know, things like that. So that's how I'm gonna use these pages. So for more outings with the family, I might put like, I don't know, like 2 a week, and then list some places that we want to go, kind of thing. So that's the idea with all of those. Now let's get my nails, like I've all broken off within the last couple weeks. It's kind of crazy, but I want to get like cute little pieces on here on the monthly. Just like small. So anything small I'm gonna pretty much go through and grab and kind of put it on. So remember the monthly, I want to put essentially what I'm working on for the day on the monthly. So for instance, Sunday I might work on decluttering books. So I'll put declutter books if that's what I end up working on. And that can be just a cute little, that's a chocolate dipped pretzel, yum. Got a little gnome here. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but let's put him on here. He's fun. With a pretzel and hot cocoa. A spool of silver thread, that's pretty. Stack of books. Random scissors. Oh yeah, that goes with the thread. Makes sense. Okay. The cookies are a little big. And some more thread we can do. Maybe like up here. And I kind of want one more thing. And we are going to do something over here as well. Not necessarily ski stuff, even though there's a lot of that, just because, oh, here's another cocoa. We do have cocoa on that side. That's okay. We might do that. It looks like the only thing left. Yeah. Okay. Maybe like right here. Okay, so that's how the monthly looks. And I want something on the top, so let's look at our strips of washi. Now, this could be used and just trimmed. It's a little, actually we could do it, cut it in half and then put some on the top and some on the top. But it's not quite the look I'm looking for. This also could be open for a quote. You could write appointments up there. If you're using this as your main planner, you could write different dates up there. I thought we had washi strips in here. Did I miss them? She almost, oh yeah, she always has them. So I guess this is what's left. This coloring does work better with what I'm looking for. So it's like the soft pink. We'll cut at walking. So let me cut it first. Ooh. Hello, steady hand. Oh, I have in. I need to do walking, huh? I get pretty close up to January. Walking. I guess I could have done in. Maybe. Then we'll do in. Oh, I can scoot it over a little actually. Give January a little bit of room. Okay. That is cute. So I want something here. I think I'm just gonna do a box, like a vertical box. That's too big. Do I want it dark or the light? We'll go with the pinky look. And I'm gonna put it down here, and this is going to probably be my key for what colors the items are, the categories are. So I want something up there as a decoration. And then we are done for now. Okay, so the camera cut off, but I whited out the February because this is not my only planner. So I have February plenty of other places, but if it was my only planner, I really do like those calendars, so I would have kept it. But my other planners do have that, including the wrap that I have around this little section of the planners. So I covered that up and put her there, and I know the whiteout doesn't look great. Scooted the ribbon over, and it's actually cute. It's very cute. Very, maybe busy on the bottom, but very cute. And mostly it's gonna be open to whatever week I have. So it'll look like this with whatever is going on here. So yeah, I like that. What I think I am gonna do is match this to this because I do have the washi all the way already on here. And then let me look. This edit video was pretty rough because I did have a little bit of a hard time getting these punched in the right spot. So it was kind of sad to watch. And hopefully we don't have that problem now. So I'm gonna kind of compare it to what is already punched and figure it out, how to punch it well. But when you mess up, or even if you just don't like how the coils look, you can put washi on the edge here, which is what I was showing in the video, the setup video here. And then we need just one more here, and then we'll leave these fine. These are fine blank. These first few I had messed up, and that's why I decorated it. And am I doing it right? Should go this way maybe. And I'm gonna do just the one side, because then when you flip to the next week, it will be ready. Okay, so we're getting really close to being done. Well, we're actually not close to being done with this video. This video is pretty long, so you may have to take it in chunks. So I'm lining these up on top. I'm actually gonna use one of the ones that doesn't have washi so I can see it a little better. So I'm lining it up on top, but this is because I already have one that's punched well. And I'm gonna try to center it like that. And then remove my lined up one. Still, okay. All right. I really hope this is it. So let's see if they line up. Oh, good. Okay. So that is done. And then we have this one also to punch. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm lining it up like this because this one's already punched correctly. And we're gonna do this every month. So if you're not quite getting what's going on here, how I'm doing it, it is no problem. I will show you every month how I'm doing it. I already messed up, so you don't have to. Okay. So yeah, that was about right in the center. And that video is on the channel if you want to see how badly I had messed up. Okay, so this is ready to get back into the planner. And then we have our 2 Joes left to do, and those are going to take a moment, but I don't think they'll take too long. Maybe. We're gonna see. We also did not do our name page, so we will do that as well. Real quickly, I did kind of switch things around since I filmed last, and I put the journal section pages because it was a full 2026 up here for the Bible. And then I put the Bible pages, which was an academic Laurel Denise horizontal Nancy. So it's gonna end in June. I put that back as my journal. And we're gonna do something with that in that setup video, but we're not there yet. So here is Maine, which we're not doing yet either. We put wellness, goals, everything back here. So that's where we are. Let's get opened to our goals section. Now I could decorate this as well, but I don't want to decorate it just with winter stickers, so we might come back and do that later. Let's just do names today, name pages today. Oh, we got a punch. So we have a sticker with that took up 2 holes, so we're gonna punch for 2 with the alligator punch. Yeah, so for February, I was talking about how this time I cut off the spiral completely, this section with the spiral. I'll show you what I mean in a second. And next month, I'm gonna leave the spiral on and edge it with washi, like we did in the beginning part of this month with the Anne. Even though we're gonna have half of February like this, it's okay. The other half is gonna be correct. Okay, so what we did in the Anne this month, we had these spiral edges here, and what we did instead is we added washi to the edge to make it look cute. So instead of cutting it off, but what I did with this small scout originally is I cut off all of that and then punched in, and it just punched a little too far in. So I'm liking the washi thing. I don't know, it may not always look so great. I may not always feel like doing it, so that's the thing, but I could cut them back off like this one if I have a lazy, grumpy month, which I hope I don't. And then they'll just look like this, cut in a little, punched in a little to the actual planner. So this is what we did right now. We look at it. The monthly, we set up our goals overall. We'll make some trackers based on the goals. And we'll come back and look at that after the first week is finished and do like a little flip through and chat and see how everything's working. These are the weeklies that look really cute, just like a normal scout. And then we have like the over decorated this one, but the cute pages here with sections to write in. Goals will be keyed color over here. And I will probably use colors that are very similar to what's already on the page. And I think I'll be using winter stickers for most of these weeklies as well. So we'll come back and check this out when it's a little further done. But I do want to get the name on here before I forget and while I have my letters out. Do I have my letters out? Yes, I do. I am going to white out this "if found, please contact," because if somebody finds this, they're going to be in my home. So, and I am going to white out "this book belongs to," because remember I liked it centered a little better. So the M and the B to center. These letters are pretty cute. They're from some Happy Planner book. I don't know the name. I donated most of my stickers, and like most, like a lot. I'm kind of regretting it. Like, I wish I had some of them back. But that's just one of the things about decluttering. Sometimes, you know, it's unrational. But, you know, you haven't used them in so many years, but you still want them back. I don't know. So I did declutter my... It's a little off-center. Needed to go over a little. Okay, but that looks cute enough. And then we'll come decorate with like florals some other time. Because this name page is going to stay for the whole year. All right, so let's just flip through this real quickly to see what we did. Just to go over it. And then we're going to jump to our Joes. So we have the monthly very lightly decorated, just for some cute color. And this is going to have like the main thing that I do each day for my projects. My project lists are already over here. We have the living room in this section, outside in this section, and the master bedroom and bath in this section. And some of these do go into the goals of the home goals. The outside for sure goes into the home goals, but really all of it kind of goes into the home goals. And so that's why these are all kind of together. We have projects, which will be also decluttering. And I was thinking like 1 could always be decluttering. We'll think about this, but 2 could always be organizing. 3 can always be cleaning. 4 could, you know, so I could do that with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do that, I will make a key somewhere. Where could I make a key? Yeah, I don't know where, but I could maybe even pop in a pip and have a key for that, or write it on the weekly and just flip back to it, or like this. Yeah, so anyway, I'll make a key somewhere, have it on like on one of the dailies or something, or in this box to show what everything is going to be for. Okay, so we did decorate this little weekly. Now the other thing I was thinking about is just switching out these bookmarks, because I think they're kind of distracting, and they're kind of bothering me a little. I don't know. Is it like, maybe just because I'm getting older? I don't know what it is, girls. Ay, ay, ay. So I'm gonna pop in Laurel Denise bookmark. It's very clean, and yeah, now you really can just see the pages and not just a colorful bookmark. It needs to go up, doesn't it? Yeah. Push it up one. What is that? Is that this? Yeah, okay. So sorry about that little noise there. Okay. So here is the project planner. Done. projects chosen. I will consult some of my previous project lists and see what still needs to be done and put that on there. We also added the washi to the edge here, so it didn't look so rough. And then for the wellness planner, put my name on it. Wrote in what I'm gonna weigh in every day in January. No, every other day in January I'm gonna weigh in. And then I will do measurements. I guess I need measurements at the beginning and then at the end. So I might erase this and rewrite it a little so I have enough for the beginning and end. And I'm gonna do that for every month, measurements, because this is a wellness planner. And I am gonna pick some goals for wellness for January. It's not gonna be the same goals that I choose in my goals planner because this is gonna be focused just really specifically on wellness. I might choose my, I was talking in my, in the Joe, I'm talking about using a body part, so I might just put the body parts here, like feet, hands, arms, whatever it is that I'm gonna work on. And that's gonna be like moisturizing, maybe rolling, maybe cupping, if you guys know what that is. Things like that on those. Yeah. Exfoliating, whatever it is, waxing, I don't know. I have ideas, but we'll see what I actually do. Okay, and then here's our January tab. Really cute, I did put one sticker on there. This sticker on this kind of like the January dashboard. And then we go into the first week, which we did get set up, except, oh wait, we had the monthly here. It just has some really light and cute decoration. I love it, I think it's perfect. Not over decorated, but just has some cute color on there. So fun, okay. And then this is the weekly. Now the weekly, I am fine with the decoration on here. And I actually like her here. Get it, girl, even though she's not as distracting as some of the other ones. Let's do, we're gonna white these out because obviously they're wrong. I am going to do different days of the week. I think I'm gonna get my Mojo Jojo plans for this first week, but this is gonna be a very practical planner. You can see it's not super cute or organized. And I might just write over the numbers here. Let's see. I'm gonna pull these out real quickly. So like I said, this is the only one that I have to redate. I might just write in Sunday. I'm probably not going to decorate this much, if at all. I'm just gonna track. And that's why I really like that I could choose these florals for, this is gonna be 31 for plum paper. I'm gonna white that out because that's a pretty dark one. Okay, and so this one is going to kind of coordinate with my physical fitness Joe pop-up planner. So I'm gonna have to do that every week. If I do it with pen like that, it's gonna be pretty quick. I did say I was gonna get out the Mojo Jojo plans, but I think like the spread, how messy it already is, I don't really think it needs it. So white out, reday, I did that, so I can remove that. So yeah, I think it's calm and cute enough, and I'm just gonna be writing in my stuff. So it's gonna be pretty messy. I do wanna decide on some trackers. So, let's see. I'm gonna say body part goal. And I do think I'm gonna do my feet for the first week. I know, gross, feet are gross. Then I'm gonna say, let's say, in between exercises, I know, this, you know, what that means is like the squats, you know, while I'm doing dishes. In between exercises, we're gonna do plain workout. I really wanna work out at least 3 times per day. Let's say full. Okay, what else? So other than my body part thing, let's say vitamins is on my main. I'm gonna put it on here too. 2 places because I do forget it so often, but it's gonna be on my Joe pop-up. So are the in-between exercises. And what else? I would love to put sleep on there. I just think it's not gonna get checked very often. We'll just do it, okay? And then if I want to change it, this is erasable before 12 a.m. So I know what that means. And then what else for wellness? I'm gonna say pain management. Okay, and then what we will do actually is list pain management items up here. So let's get this in. So pain management items are obviously stretching. Okay, collagen can help. Inverting. What else? Rollers do help, but I don't always remember to do that. I'm just gonna say deep breathing because oxygen can help a lot too. Obviously sleep can be pain management because everybody feels better when they sleep. Okay, sleep, you know, well. Okay, so that's all I'm doing there. So that's my little pain management section. And next time I might just put a cute little box there. But for this time, why don't we outline it in a cute color? I like this color. This is this bottom color, and I think it's pretty cute. We'll use this kind of as like a bookmark for now, and we'll just outline it. I actually didn't even use the bookmark. We'll just outline it with my marker and my bad skills. Okay, I like that one up. Now up here I'm still gonna put a Bible verse or a quote or something up there. Maybe even just like something during the week that made me happy, you know. So that's it. Redated. We have my habit trackers. We're ready to go. Okay. Oh, bookmark back. So I think we'll just take out the pages and put the bookmark back. Now I have the Laurel Denise bookmark there. I think we're gonna do another one back here in the Scout. So I have the dashboard just to separate. I have this check it off that's probably gonna end up leaving. You know what, well, let's check it out for this first week because it's kind of like our first play week. Where's the bookmark? Let's just see how it looks here. This is the meal section, right? And this is just my friction pen. I did not make sure it was super straight. I just kind of want to see how it looks. It's decent. So what I'll do is let's do one more over here. I think what I'm going to do is, you know, write normal on Sunday, write on the lines on Monday, and then see which one I like better for Tuesday and the rest of the week. So then we can have it for the rest of the month and decide if we're going to keep this in here. It defeats the purpose of not having the lined version, but then at least these are still kind of open, and I like that. I don't know, guys. What do you think? It's kind of crazy. This is like a big Happy Planner box, I think. Vertical. Okay, so we're back over here. I'm going to put this on this side in case there's any ink. I don't want it on my name page. All right, so we flip to the Scout, which is my goal planner. Okay, so goals here. Oh, this is also where I can put the key, you know, of what color for what goals. I do want the goals to kind of change, but they might be the same for a lot of months. We decorated the monthly, just nice and cute. Put our goals. We need trackers for our goals. Oh, girls, I think we should just fill it out. And I do actually need to just decorate the first week as well, but these are cute. That's gonna be fun. Now, I sit down on Sunday and kind of plan, really like Saturday night, and plan for the week, or, you know, Sunday morning if I miss Saturday night. So what will our trackers be for our goals? You know what I think I'm gonna do is just, there's 4 here. I'm just gonna put 1 for each because I do wanna do a goal, like every goal something for them most days. Oh, and here I can do the highlighter. Okay, hold on. I'll show you what I mean. Family, home, and work. And you guys can tell these are not gorgeous handwriting. Nothing is lovely. Where's my little swatch? Let's get some of these pinks on here and see how they look. Ooh, that's way too bright. Pretty sure that's way too bright. That is also too bright, so those are both a no. Let's check purple. Purple will probably be fine. It's iffy too, huh? I think we are still going to do one in purple. I wish there was a more subtle pink. So for purple, I'll do wellness. And I'm just going to write it here, right? Highlight it there. Family. I want to do this, which is a blue. Yeah, okay. Home, we'll do this light green. And then work, I think we'll just do my favorite little blue-green one, which is this one. All right, so I have it there. Should I put it here too? I'm gonna wait on that because maybe I'll think of something else to put there. So these are the 4 markers I need. So I'm gonna set them aside because I think I am gonna use my pen pouch and get this set up and have my markers there. So at night I have everything together that I need. All right, so now that's done. We are gonna put this bookmark up because it's just really dark and kind of moody, which I usually do like, but this is a very light and cheerful January, like wintry style January, but we do need to put a couple stickers on here. And I'm just gonna put a gal, 1 gal. That's not too big because this is the small Scout. So let's see what we can get on here. I want to try this gal. She's so cute. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. She's gonna fit on the small Scout gals. Whew. You know, I'm gonna have to write around her, but that is adorable. Oh my goodness, that sticker. I love it. Okay, so keep the scale up a little. We'll put like this over here, you know. And maybe a quote. This one is a little big. Everything is magical when it snows, but we might have to use it. I don't see a lot of quotes in here. It's all right, small Scout. We can do this. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Everything is magical when it snows. So again, this is just a 1 item, like goals is what this is. So what I'm trying to say is you may not want to use these types of big stickers if it's your only planner. is what I'm trying to say, and that's crooked. Why be crooked? I have mentioned this before. The 2026 Laurel Denise paper is thicker and stronger than the 2025 Laurel Denise paper. It doesn't make a big difference because it already held markers well, stickers moved around well. It almost seems like the quote's a little crooked, like printed a little crooked. We're gonna leave it. Oops, down. Yeah. If we had some snowflakes, that's probably all I would add. Maybe. It's just so small. Okay, I think that's good enough. I would put something little, you know, here, maybe, here and here, maybe some snowflakes, but I think it's fine. All right, so that's the first week done. I should have put this maybe more in the center, but it's okay. Everything is cute. The gals are cute. The stickers are cute. Just a little busy. And that is the end of the goal planner. And back here, very simple decoration for the actual projects. So that is it for this planner. Okay, but we're not done because we have 2 more things to set up. We have the, you know what, I think I can do the Joe off camera for my boys because I don't know if you guys really care about what I'm having them do for their extra workout stuff, but I'll show it to you anyway in the next planner chat. So this is the Joe 2026 Lydia's Folly cover, which I love. It's just so pretty with this look, like just the pop of gold, or you know, mustard yellow in there, and this kind of looks like snowflakes, but it also could work for spring. I don't know. You don't actually see that anyway because it's going to be popped open, and you don't even see this really fun color over here because it's going to be popped open. So let's go to January. So this is my little example that we went over. All right, I'm trying to think. So we have 9 lines here. I'm gonna start out for the first week with 4 items a day. You know, instead of this, which is 8. Yeah. And then I'm gonna put the main workout that I wanna do down here, but I'll put what I actually do on the monthly. So once we get this done and set up, we are going to decorate a little down here. And I think I'm just gonna use another book because we want small icons down here. But I'm just gonna kind of fill these in quickly with some things that I want to do. So, okay, so I know this kind of seems like a lot, and I was thinking this may be too much, and it might be like a little discouraging at first if I don't get a lot of this done. But one thing that I have noticed is I have a lot of time when I'm like standing at the sink, folding clothes at the sofa. I could do some of these things, so I could possibly do these higher numbers of like 50 and stuff. If not, what I think I'm gonna do is come in, and I probably should have done this with pencil, but come in and just put like 40 if I only did 40, 30 if I only did 30 kind of thing. I was thinking of just, then at the end, I just did what it was, and I'm gonna come in and add how much I did, you know. That's if I even count them. I will count them, but like, will I remember to come right over and write them down? We'll see. But this is going to be out all the time on my desk, so I think it's possible. And then I have rest day on Saturday. Okay, so what I want to do here, just to make it cute, is highlight. I think we'll use some of the colors we already have. Oh no, we'll use this, like this fun blue. And it's just adding color to the page. It's nothing, like this is going to be completely practical. I actually don't even need this step, but that's super dark. Did that go through? Let's see. Very, very slight ghosting there. This is just so it doesn't look as boring, but I mean, it is kind of boring. But I really like this idea. I was going to do this on a whiteboard. I couldn't figure out where to put it, so then I was like, this is already going to be popped up on my desk. So let's do something like this here. I am thinking of making a whiteboard for the boys, but then again, I don't know, because that's going to be a lot of maintenance when they can just, again, look at their calendar as well. Let's come back in with, we will do purple on top for the body part. I'm just gonna do 2 lines. So this is, again, really practical, nothing special looking. I don't know. It gets darker every time you go over it. I should have known that. I do know that, I just wasn't thinking. Okay, so. Okay, so we are going to do up here vitamins. And I'm just gonna say vite. And my idea is, we'll extend these lines so I can kind of see where the days go. My idea is to put like what vitamins, mostly it's probably just gonna be the multi. But I mean, I have things like iron to take. I have other herbs to take. And I may not write them in, I may just check it even if I just do any of them. Because that's a quick way to do it. But, I think I did this wrong. Nope, I did it right. But I have a room to write them in if I want. All right, so vitamins, and then this is gonna be, we are doing feet. So for instance, I will check and then write multi and maybe an herb type of thing. Here for squats, I could line these, you know, like this, you know, maybe I should. It's kind of grid looking and not super neat, but it's okay. And now I'll just check. Oops, that's not right. Okay, so that's like the brutal, kind of messy, sloppy look, but very, very practical. And I'm actually very excited. I have already started kind of doing stuff like this. I have definitely not gotten to 50 squats. So what I have gotten to, I'm gonna put the purple up because I don't really need it for maintenance. I can choose different colors next week. And I do have this whole dot grid side over here. Where I can do some reflection or maybe put some idea exercises on here during the week for the next week. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, and that pretty much shows, you know, my example here, except this was 8 and I did two lines. So I'm really only doing 4 extra things. It looks like a lot, but it's only 4 extra things per day. And I could actually do some other things. Maybe that's what I'll write back here. Let's just say I, do lunges, not just squats. Then I could put that back here, kind of thing. All right, so the next thing I want to do is just decorate this cute little monthly with some fun stickers. And you guys saw this is the same thing that I am doing with the boys with their little planner. Ooh, these are cute. Now I do have 2, what do I have in here left? I have 2 stickers in here left that I want to use. Yeah, I mean, they don't necessarily make sense. We always love cocoa and cookies, but we're just gonna get them put on and used up. I don't know about the window there. It's pretty cute, but I don't think this is gonna fit. That's gonna stay in there. And then we just have some, we can do sweater weather. We live in Arkansas. Arkansas weather is like, I don't know, pretty loony. It's like 72 degrees and 22 degrees in the same day. That is Arkansas weather. Frozen in the long winter, bundled up. Frozen in time. I can't even read. The long winter and bundled up. We need blue over here. And we'll do maybe something here and here. This is really cute, but I don't want it to take up too much of the box. So I'm gonna stick it up here. So just a little candle we'll put down here. We have some snowflakes, it'll be cute. Okay, so just a quick little interruption, and I have just added like the strip of washi here, moved some things around, put the holidays on there, strip of little washi here, and that's pretty much it. And I can write on this washi if I need to. Everything else has enough room to write. And so this is how it's gonna look stood up on my desk. I do think maybe the purple is going to bother me because it's so bright with this mellow, but it's just for this first week, and then we'll change it, and I might go with the brown because we do have brown in here instead. And I think the blue's good, and this brighter blue is okay, but we'll pick different colors for next week because it's gonna be a good start for coming up in a couple days. All right, I think I'm gonna just go do the boys off camera right now because I don't think you guys really want to see it. Or should we do it on camera? I don't know. I'll do it on camera. I guess you guys can skip around if you don't want to see it. Because I am going to do it right now. I want it to be ready. Today is Friday. I need it ready for Sunday. So I do still have to get my main planner and journal ready. I can do that tomorrow night as well. And then I guess Sunday morning, because we are starting on Sunday. Now this is the academic year Joe. And if you have it and you want to start January early, you can clip out the old week from December, and you just do that by going in between the twin loop here and clipping what's there. I lifted up the week that I want to clip out. I have several videos on doing this. I used to do this every week for my planners. I freaking planned on the coil, which we talked about earlier in this video, but this is basically what I did. I would clip out the months and then put them together in the same coil. So right now we're just, oh, I didn't get that one cut. I kind of had a distraction of my husband yelling back there. Okay, there we go. That I know I will have to edit out. But he's playing with the boys, so they get exuberant. Okay, so this is their first weekly that we're now putting in the January. So again, my 2026 came with this weekly in there. This one actually is in here in the academic. It's just in with December, but I want to move it here to January. Now for theirs, let's do a swatch again. I just want to kind of check the colors, like with the oranges and stuff too, and see which ones we're gonna do. We can make their January nice and cheery. I don't know what I'm gonna decorate it with, but definitely not rom-com girls. Okay. Well, we're gonna use the gray for sure. Yeah. I think we'll use this blue. That's kind of dark. Let's do the light blue and light green. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be really careful on the line here. We'll do 2. And that means I'm gonna have to write smallish. And we'll do all this color, and then we'll come in with the next color. And then the third color. So each color represents a kiddo. Okay, so a quick interruption. Not surprising. Let's do... I like that green. It kind of throws off the aesthetic though. We'll do these two blue and green up here because we were gonna do vitamins and outside time. Oh, that is not what I was gonna do. I forgot. Okay, so hold on. This is what I was gonna do. I was gonna bring the green up all the way. See how this looks, because I kind of messed it up. Gray up all the way. Okay. So I'll get this better the second week, but on the first week, it's gonna have some mess ups, maybe. Well, maybe it doesn't have to, but when I'm doing it, it kind of has to, actually. Okay. So it looks a little funny, but this bottom one was going to be outside time. So I'm just gonna say outside. I'm not gonna write it every time. Yeah, I'm not gonna write it every time. And then this one is vitamins. I'll scoot that over a little. And then we will draw a line. I think that will help. And obviously not a very nice one. We just went a little low at the end. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. So that is what theirs looks like. And I knew it was going to be messy, so I mean, I wasn't super worried about it. So they have their exercises, and they're just like these little extra things on top of their rowing. They have a rowing machine that they usually use. That's what they do most days for workout, because it's a pretty full body workout. I'm trying to remember what I had over here. I'll have to go back and look. Okay, so I just put a couple of farm animals because I only have my Wrong stickers out, and she does have this, like, the country charm book that has a couple things, but not a lot. But some cute animals and some, like a farm tool, watering can, honey, and that's it. It's like really plain, actually. It's like bothering me that it's really so plain, but maybe just another, let's see. Oh no, just a crate. I don't know. It's like super plain. That's insane. Well, anyway, it's gonna be fine. This is the week that my husband's gone, and I just put some washi there. Just some extra washi that I don't care a ton about. But that is not girly, and yeah, it's really messy, but it is ready. Okay, so let's just go over one more time. I know we already kind of went over the main planner, what we did, but this is pretty much finished. So I'm gonna put all these back right now and check which ones I need to put in my pin bag, because I mixed them up. All right, so there's this done. And again, it's just a few exercises every day. And let's say they don't do 20 wall push-ups, they only do 10. They could come in a really small right 10, or they can put a check, you know, if they got it done. Outside time and vitamins. And outside time is like a daily thing, but it's really nice and easy to go outside right now, but sometimes at the year it is not as fun to go outside. So this is their little check. It's kind of like an incentive, and I know it is, like being able to check something off is always just kind of fun and nice. So yeah, very simple, ready to go spread for them. Now, when I did put the holidays on here from Mojo Jojo Plans, date it, pastel date it. And then this one's mine with the vitamins. Feet is my body part of the month that I'm really gonna try to take care of with maybe foot soaks and exfoliating and pedicure, all that stuff, self pedicure, all that fun stuff. And then my little workouts and a much cuter spread that I like, still pretty minimal, but that's okay because I want a lot of room to write. And these are both gonna be popped up. So let's just close them so they don't get messed up. I do have a lot of back pages in this Joe that I can bullet journal or even kind of write ideas for routines down as well. These aren't really full workout routines, they're just like extra muscle builders and movers. And then we get into the main planner here. So this is my main planner, the Lizzie Stroll cover. Now this is a Laurel Denise planner. Okay, several Laurel Denise planners, but a Laurel Denise cover with the beautiful pockets. And we'll flip through it one more time real quickly just to remind you of what's in here, because this has been a very long video and we did switch some things around. This first part is now the Bible planner. So what I have here, I write a verse from the reading here, a thought from the reading here, and I write what I read over here. A list of people in the reading here, and then some study notes on this back page. The second planner that I have in here right now that needs to be set up, which is gonna be our next video, is the main planner. So the main planner, I have main birth dates and holidays and appointments over here. Then I have the homeschool that I'm gonna block off. This is a horizontal Laurel Denise planner, but it will be blocked off into to be used as a homeschool planner. And Saturday and Sunday will just be lists of to-dos. And on the side will be supplies needed for the school, like if it's maybe some paints, piano, whatever is going to be needed. And then here is my main planner, which we did not set up, but we're going to do this in the next video. We have these daily pages here from Plum paper, really cute pages. I can add special dates and birthdays here, which I think I will do because this is going to go with me for every month of the year, even though there's only January planners in here right now. These will be everybody's birthdays, anniversaries, appointments coming up. So this will be just like a quick guide look at that I can then put on to the next month. So every month when I set up the new month, I will open it and look. And then we do have some goal pages. And since this is the work planner, I'm going to gear these towards work, which I do have work in the goals planner, but we'll see if we can dive into those a little more. I do have these half letter sheet plans pages in here just because I want to start using this on the, well, I have it from actually today. Yeah. But I want to start using it on Sunday here. So I pop these in to be able to start using this planner because it didn't start until the 1st, as I bought it for 2026. January 1st to December 31st. Then we have my Passionate Penny Pincher planner in here, which I will decorate. This is actually a really nice planner to decorate. If you haven't seen my previous videos, it decorates very easily. The stickers move very easily and it looks super cute. So we'll get that set up in the next video along with this back planning page, which I'm gonna bullet journal in. So we'll see how we're gonna set that up. But here is the planner section that we did today. New year, new you. I will cover this up with like a blank, paper or something, or maybe I could put another like quote paper there. And just because this is on the side and I don't like that. But here's my name page with that the giant stickers for my name. We have some goal pages in here, and this is project planner and wellness planner and goal planner all in here. So I might put a couple things on here. So January's monthly is set up, which is some light decoration. And this is a Laurel Denise vertical planner, a vertical and planner. So the and planner is vertical lined, which is really nice. We put the washi over to hide like all the holes from uncoiling. We have a Laurel Denise bookmark in here because I think it's just more sleek and pretty. A couple decorations on the page, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 listed down where I'm either going to do 5 things every day, or I might assign a number, a task, like declutter, clean, organize. But the first week is nice and cute, ready to go. And we'll have to get the second week set up, next week. All right. And then all the little weeklies are here in these little Dutch store pages. The second planner in this section, and how I consider a section is I have what I call this Laurel Denise wrap, where I have the monthly over here and the planning pages back here, and everything in between are like inserts or, my sections. So this first section in here with my name on the name page is the wellness planner. I have weight days to weigh myself and measurements. I just need a before and after, so I will fix that around a little. And then I will put specific wellness goals on here. And I think I'll just do one line per month. So I am repeating a couple things with goals, but I do think that could be useful because I might remember them more and work on them more if they're in more places. That's what I'm thinking and hoping. But I mean, sometimes it irritates me to write things in more than one place. But these are like monthly focuses, so I'm not going to be rewriting it daily. So I think it should be fine. We decorated them monthly, just very simple, but with some cute January decorations. And on the this monthly, I will be putting what self-care I do and what workout I do. I could do just self-care because I'm doing the workout on my Joe, but I might want the workout in here too, because at the end of the night, this is what's on my lap, and I'll hopefully already have the Joe filled out. Okay, and then next planner in here, I have a Happy Planner dashboard to separate it, is the Laurel Denise Scout. This is the small Scout, the mini Scout. This Laurel Denise planner just came out in 2026, and it is my goals planner. So we got this already. The monthly, you know, looks like this up here. And then we have these goal pages, which are a little sloppy. What I put as my tracker is just working on, I chose 4 goals and I just put 1 goal per tracker so that I could check off, did I work on a wellness goal today? Did I work on a home goal? I know I'm not gonna do all 4 goals every day, but I hope to have the tracker pretty well filled out on each of the goal sections. And then I just have this cute little page decorated to put some notes in, maybe elaborate more on the goals. I'm also going to add maybe something here. It could be a quote, it could be a Bible verse. I might bring the key up here for the highlighted colors, so I know when I put it on the daily, but I can just also flip to this tracker. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, but that's open right now. And then we have all these other goal pages in the back with kind of maybe a little too many little spaces to write in. But even when I put boxes like this, I have like this space I can put something in. I have this space I can write something, like don't quit, you know, I don't know, a little motivational quote, or I can actually plan some of the goals in these spaces. So I like to have a lot of little spaces, and that definitely is a lot of little spaces. And we just decorated week 1, which I put this giant sticker here because I wanted to see if it could fit, and it's actually really cute. It does fit. It does not look scaled well on this page, but it's super pretty, so I love it. This first week is going to be really fun to plan in, and we'll get to these future weeks when it's time. But the monthly, again, lightly decorated, and on the day is going to be what goal I worked on. Maybe a quick reflection. I'm really hoping to work on a goal per day. We'll see. But this is gonna be on my lap every single night, so I will be flipping through, and that's why I think it will be more likely, because they're all together and I'm flipping through all the sections to try to work on the goals, because it is all together like this. And I see it every day. It's not just like a different planner somewhere off, like where did I put my goals planner? I guess I can't figure out what my goals are because I don't know where my goals planner is. That's kind of the thing that happened before. These are my projects: living room, outside, and master bedroom, which coordinate with these weeklies when I'm working on the projects. So yeah, this is like the whole like better yourself, better your home type section with goals, wellness, and projects, and that's what we finished today. Now when we pass that section of the planner, we have our last planner section here, which is just journaling, and we would have this section, I put these in the wrong spots here. So we have the big section on here for Sunday that I will be writing just something about the boys, like how their day is, what happened. And you can see this actually starts the 4th because this is an academic planner. So the week previous, just like what we did with the boys, Joe planner is in the previous month. So I could try to go find that and pop it out, but I think I'm just gonna start writing on the 4th in here and use my mini because it does have until the 4th in my mini. So boys here, relationship here, and then really just overall of the whole day back here. And then I have a thankfulness a day, which is a perpetual calendar from Happy Planner. The only thing from Happy Planner, well, other than the dashboards and the bookmarks. And I'm just gonna put a grateful a day in there. And yeah, let's get this bookmark actually in the right place. So I like having just a small space. This is also a Laurel Denise Academic 2025-2026 horizontal planner, Nancy. So I have 3 Nancy's in here from Laurel Denise planners, 1 Anne in here as a Laurel Denise planner, and 1 Scout, 1 Laurel Denise Scout small or mini in here. So that's 4 Laurel Denise planners in here, 3 Plum paper planners in here, and that's it, right? 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 5 Laurel Denise planners in here, and 3 Plum paper planners in here. All right, so the journaling and the main planner need to be set up next, but really the main planner is probably what I'm gonna work on because journaling doesn't really start until the 4th. or the 1st with the Plum paper. All right, but that is it for this video. We are all set up for the wellness, goals, and project section of this planner, ready to go for 2 days from now. Check back for all those other setup videos. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.